What's up? It's Kamillion, and I fuck with the Progress Report.
The Progress Report.
These bitches could never. I said bitches they could never, ever, ever. I don't care if it's dry, stormy weather. Oh, these bitches they could never, ever. What's up? Bitch, you could never.
Period.
Ah.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yep. I was gonna say I do need the remote from the lady who's gonna play her videos in the background.
Yep, I got my teeth fixed. What's teeth?
Period.
Got a bag and fix my teeth. Face that.
No.
It was not even a fix, because a gap is nothing wrong with the gap.
Nah,
to begin with, it's not wrong. It's definitely right. So I didn't get my teeth fixed. I just got my teeth enhanced. Yeah. They were open ears. They won't glow in the club, I promise you.
That's what I hate to say.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, shit.
All right, what's going on? It's your girl Lalaa Shepard representing the Progress Report. You know, I had to pull up on the one and only Miss Kamillion. How are you?
What's up? I'm good.
That's what's up, man. Like I was telling you off camera, you know, I've been following your career for a minute. Working with the DJs, of course, I've been seeing you put in the footwork, come to Atlanta.
Yeah.
Also, too, with the Progress Report, we've been real supportive of your content. Whenever you release something new, we always post. So, definitely, man. So, we want to, you know, just get to know you a little bit more. So, let everybody know who doesn't know. Where are you from?
I'm from the rawest city in Florida, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County.
Duval.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
And it's a few of y'all, you know, that's, you know, doing y'all thing. So just,
Definitely.
you know, talk about the music scene out there right now.
The music scene in Jacksonville right now, like, is very, very up and coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's very raw, like, uncut, like, nothing like it, you know what I'm saying? Everything is just off of the muscle, off of struggle, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people out of the city that make what you call struggle music, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, like, I love my city, and I think it's our time. We got like about 8 or 9 artists out right now that's really doing their thing, so you know they making Florida look real good.
Nah, definitely. You got Trap Beckham, you got Tokyo.
Yeah.
Of course, Lil Duval.
Spot 'em, got 'em, Young and A's, Buddha, Alexis, Sophia,
Okay.
okay, so I mean it's a lot. I could go on and on.
Nah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Talk about your start getting into music though. When were you introduced to it?
Like I could say, like ever since I was a kid, I always knew like I was different and I wanted to be in entertainment, you know, and it's just something I always pushed for. I knew it was gonna be hard because like where I come from, ain't nobody never made it in no goddamn music industry. I don't have no connects like that. My uncle ain't this person, like it ain't none of that. So like I just remember even just being in the projects, like my grandma would be like, shut your ass up, you always singing, you always doing. I was always like doing something or watching TV, watching the videos and stuff like that, because I knew like I wanted to have some ideas for when I was able to, you know, make my own video when I had got famous or whatever. So you know, I always just been interested in it, you know, and I would say like the last couple of years, like that shit just really worked for me, you know, like all the sacrifices, all the hard work, like I'm starting to see like the fruits of my labor. So
Absolutely. Well, speaking of that, when did you feel like you got your first big break?
I feel like I got my first big break, honestly, when I did a song called Florida Lit. Like, Twerk for me was the big break.
Yeah.
But, like, Florida Lit was that shit that in my, because I'm like, okay, I got my city.
Yeah, and that's important.
It's time to get my state now,
Absolutely.
you feel me?
Absolutely.
So, I dropped a song called Florida Lit, and that shit just started moving like wildfire. Because even though you might not be from Florida, like, Florida living is a lifestyle. Like, the weather most of the time is always good. You know, like, we got our cheeks out, our back out, our belly out, we lit. You know, like, just the dress code, the comfortability, just the, you know, we crazy too. So, you know, like, that just really, like, I was like, wow, people be scrapping my song. Like, that's crazy, you know, so.
Yeah. Talk about that feeling though, like, you know, especially early on too, like when you go out to places and maybe you'll hear your song or you'll hear people, you know, rapping your song or even on the radio. How did that make you feel?
That shit feel good. Like, I remember I was in Daytona. And I had got out the car to go to this little store because I had seen these lights. I'm like, oh, let's go check this store. It was just me and one of my homegirls, whatever. So we get out the store, we walking down the strip, whatever. And the girl, she was like, I got my cheeks out my belly. And she like rolled the window down. It was like, oh my God. And they pulled the car over and got out the car and like came up to me and gave me a hug and stuff. I'm like, wow, like that's crazy. Like, so that was like when I knew like, okay, I'm starting to have influence, you know, people knowing my songs. And honestly, the craziest thing was like I danced like for a little second. So like actually that day we were in the city and we were about to perform at this club, and like right next door to the club is where, you know, I did my thing very briefly. So it was just like how crazy life brings you back around, like full circle. Like I was here trying to hustle, you know what I'm saying, and now I'm getting booked right next door to the club. So you know, that felt good.
Absolutely. And speaking of people catching on, man, that Twerk For Me record, like, was, you know, it's a universal type record. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you hear it in all the clubs. It's fun for the kids, you know, the adults. Yeah, like, everybody. Like, so, you know, let's talk about the history of that record and, you know, also, too, just the backstory behind that record.
The backstory behind the record, so, Twerk For Me was created because I was in the studio with my producer, M. Jeezy. And I was like, oh, man, I got this idea. What if we flip, you know what I'm saying, this track or whatever? And he was like, man, Billy, I gotta go. I got another session coming in here. I'm like, bro, please, just let me get in the booth. So he ended up turning the microphone. I freestyled, like, the whole song. Like, literally, that's why when I be like, woo! When I say that, because the song started feeling so good to me when I was singing it, I'm like, oh, shit, I got something. So, like, you hear all of the noise in the background on that record because it was, like, it was real. Like, I really freestyled it. And then we got ready to put the song out or whatever, and so I had just did like a cold call to the publishing company because I know I got that much sense to know, like, if you're taking a melody from another song, like, to try to get it clear. So I called them. They was like, you know, basically asking me was I signed and stuff like that. I was like, nah. So basically I got the interpretation of, all right, since I ain't signed, like, y'all not gonna let me use it or whatever. So I had asked them, I was like, well, can I put it on YouTube? And it was like, we can't tell you no. So I'm like, all right, cool. So my sister had ended up passing away from cancer or whatever. And, you know, I was just like, I was really in my feelings. Like I went through like a slight depression or whatever. But I knew I had this record. Like I was still performing Florida Lit, like at all my shows and stuff. And so I'm like, man, I just I wanna drop this record. Like I'm broke. Like I know this record gonna change my life. These people telling me no, but I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And so I dropped the record, and somebody was like asking me to do a challenge for it, like that'll help, you know, the song go viral or whatever. And I was like, man, I ain't got no money. Like, what? Do a challenge? I need the money. I need the money. So my manager at the time, he was like, hey, like, he's my brother. And he was like, man, sis, we're gonna have that money like in a week. I promise you, like, this song finna just move on its own and you finna start getting booked. Man, the next week came, bro. I had like my first 10 shows. And then after that, like I was booked up for up until the whole spring. Then past fall, then till 2020. Like it just kept going. I went to Germany. Like I got to travel around with that record. So it's like even though they was yanking it down, it was still a blessing because it kept the song brand new. You know what I'm saying? The song is like approaching 2 years in December 13th. You know what I'm saying? And it feel like it been out longer than that, but it hasn't. And yeah, like, so, you know, even though with the shortcomings of the record, it still changed my life. You know what I'm saying? We get ready to drop a whole new version of the record. So now we can finally be able to rightfully, you know what I'm saying, start seeing the bigger benefits of, you know, the grind. But I'm thankful for that record. You know what I'm saying? Even though the people hate my guts, you know, it's all love. I just feel like the conversation about twerking is like the breakdown because they don't understand our culture. They don't understand twerking. They don't understand what it comes from. It's actually from Africa, an African dance called Mapuka. And, you know, if you do your research, you'll see that. So I just think that's really what it is. But it's bigger than me at this point. Like, let the people have it.
For sure.
You feel me? So I'm just glad I was able to, like, God answered my prayers, first of all. Because I was like, Lord, if you make this song go viral, I'm gonna tell the whole world about you. And then I had did a song called Twerk for Jesus, and people had got mad. And I was like, honey, I said twerk for me. Now I'm talking about Jesus right now. I said twerk for Jesus. So why did you get mad? Because that's where all my blessings come from. And he's my biggest tipper. I'm just telling my testimony. I don't know about y'all's, but I had to put that record out no matter what people said, because that was a promise. You know what I'm saying? Because God had blessed my record to like go crazy and go viral. So, yeah.
That's real. That's real. What did that situation teach you, though? Just about your career and just the music industry as a whole?
Well, first of all, it taught me that as an independent, how much money you can make without a label. Because, you know, like, I had a situation before, and I've never had as much success as I've had being independent. You know, I got to actually see what money come in for streams, what they look like on tour, you know, learning the tour life, and just like, it just taught me how to be a boss, really. You know, like, all of the guys before, like now, because I'm expanding my team, but before it was all guys in my camp, so I was like really a boss bitch, you know what I'm saying, and really feeding families, really allocating things, my schedule, like that was all on me, you know what I'm saying, and I was able to be the artist as well, so it's like, it was tiring, you know, but it taught me a lot, because one day I want to run my own label, you know what I'm saying, like, so, also it just taught me how when music got legs of its own, that shit gonna go. You got a good song, that shit gonna go. You probably ain't gotta put no money. I did not put no money into Twerk for me. All I did was do a challenge. You know what I'm saying? And then once I started getting booked, the challenge paid for itself. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and I just feel like I help influence the culture because of how so many people, you know, have gravitated towards the record. So that's real cool.
Absolutely.
And I was broke at the time, and we recorded it in a small studio. And that shit just everywhere now, you know.
Nah, that's beautiful. And I feel like, you know, those be the best moments, though. Like, yeah, you know, when you record at the hole in the wall spots, those be the best moments. They be the vibes. You know, it's the vibes. Like the struggle. Like, I gotta make it out. Big facts. Big facts. Speaking of just hardships and struggles, you know, a lot of the times, unless you're in a business, like, you really don't know, like, you know, a lot of the stuff that go on behind the scenes. And like you said before, right, like, you didn't have any money when you put out that record. And from the naked eye, people might have thought, like, she already on, you know, whatever the case may be. So talk about some of the hardships and sacrifices that you made personally for your career.
One thing I learned from my grandma is you got to always make the struggle look good. Like, because even if you don't got no money, it still attracts, you know, it's still an attraction, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta look the part to be the part, you know what I'm saying? It's just, you got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, image is everything, you know, image is everything. People say it's not, but image is everything. It determines whether somebody gonna deal with you because they see what you bring in and what you look like, you know what I'm saying? On some real shit though, I really forgot the question, so.
Oh, no, you good. Now, it'd be like that, but that's real. I was just asking, like, name some of your personal hardships and struggles that you had to overcome for your career.
I had to get out of my own way, and I'm still learning to do that. You know, I've been disappointed so many times by the closest people to me, so it's like, I'd be afraid to like take chances on new shit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, or dealing with certain people or types of situations. So it's like learning to get out of my own way and just stop stopping my own success. You know what I'm saying? Being open and, you know, taking a chance and just praying about it. And when you manifest, when you think positive thoughts, you manifest like good things. So,
nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. And just going back to your music and your tone, I think like Twerk for me, like, if you hear that record, you might think it's two people on that record because, you know, you got different styles. Like,
people like, oh, so that was you on that song? Yeah. I'm like, who the hell y'all thought was on the song? It all sound like singing to me, but.
Talk about that, though, your style and just, you know.
Yeah, so, like, I feel like my style is like, I feel like I'm a female Drake.
Okay.
You know, because I'll never miss when I drop the bops. Back to back to back, consistency. And I sing and I rap. You know, Drake, he does that very well on one track without making it sound like a whole separate song, you know. So it just be like Kamillion featuring Millie, you know what I'm saying, on one song. But, yeah, I rap and I sing, so I have to show people that so they accept that from me, you know.
Respect. Yeah. Who were some influences to you? Who did you look up to musically?
I looked up to I like Missy Elliot.
Yes, hell yeah.
I like her creativity.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jay-Z as a boss, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like Wayne.
Of course.
Like, he could just paint pictures like no other with his words. And my mama. Like, my mama was so strong. She still is. She is, oh my gosh, she's a Leo too.
Mm.
But, like, I learned a lot of my independence and my go-get-it attitude from my mama, my persistence. Like, no, the no doesn't exist. Like, you know, you got to get it by any means. So
it's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of women and just, you know, just being strong, like, you know, the females in the industry going crazy right now. Going crazy. So what's your thoughts on that? And do you feel like it's easier or harder for a female to get into the business nowadays?
I feel like it's way overdue, you know,
mm-hmm.
For what's going on with females now. But, you know, timing is everything.
Absolutely.
And for us, we're realizing that, you know, it don't have to be one type of girl. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And if we link up, we can make shit move. Like,
facts.
Pussy run the world for real.
Big facts.
Like, niggas want this shit. Niggas want pussy, okay? We
It's
got it.
That's
you know, you ain't got to give it to them. You just, you feel me? But, you know, I think it's dope. I think it's really cool. And, you know, I look forward just to seeing more females successful and on the charts and stuff like that, you know, because I don't know, I just feel like a change. I feel like finally, because sometimes we be wanting to be liberated, but we be holding ourselves back.
Absolutely right.
We can do whatever these boys do, but we be holding ourselves back because of our cattiness or whatever it is. But it's a whole bunch of money out here to get, and the fans want to see us together.
Period.
They want to see us. So.
Who's some other females you look forward to collaborating with?
Cardi, Meg, girl named Juicy Fruit.
Oh yeah, I fuck with her.
Doja Cat, Lizzo. I listened to Lizzo album the other day.
Yeah.
I said, cause see, I saw her one time at the what's the magazine Esquire? It's either GQ.
Okay, gotcha.
I seen her at the party at the Grammy party at
Dope.
the GQ party. And this was like before she had Blue or whatever. And I'm like, who is this big girl with all this charm? Like,
yeah.
Y'all think, like, people be thinking, like, Lizzo just be doing this stuff on the internet. Like, this girl was literally, like, you couldn't tell her she was, she was the life of the party. Like, I'm talking about just wild girl type shit. And I'm like, wow, who is this girl? And then, like, she started to blow. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. You know, so, but Lizzo hard. Lizzo real hard.
Okay. Dope. We'll be here for that.
Yeah.
Talk about just appearing on Love and Hip Hop Miami. I feel like, you know, when it comes to reality TV, sometimes it can make or break a person's career. But what was your personal experience with that?
I think I had a good experience my first time. I feel like too with the producers of the show. I feel like, you know, they made the experience better, you know, because for me, I had already expressed my reservations, you know, with just, you know, certain issues and stuff like that. And, you know, I feel like this season that's coming up, you know, I get to tap into more of my story and, you know, why they even seek me out, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, what they saw in me, you know, the fans will get to see this new season. But I think it was a good experience, and I think it was a good idea, like I said, for me to get out of my way and allow people to just put their eyes on me, you feel me? Even if people don't know my music, when they see me in the street, it's like, oh, Love and Hip Hop, and people be talking that shit about Love and Hip Hop. One thing about it, when the coronavirus hit, bitch, they took care of their people.
That's good to know.
They made sure we was good, you feel me? So can't nobody talk down about Love and Hip Hop, because at the end of the day, it's a job.
Absolutely.
So when bitches be talking about that Love and Hip Hop check, yeah, bitch, where yours? You
Period.
unemployment? Oh, okay. Love and Hip Hop made sure we were straight. You know, but it was a good experience, man. It was a good experience. So, you know, next season on the way.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to ask you a couple of random questions.
Okay.
So I saw a post on your IG. You said that you like big boys, right? So is that your type?
You know, like, okay, I ain't gonna turn nobody down, like, if they slim, tall, and light skinned and handsome. But you know how you just have that.
I feel you. That's your thing.
You know how you just had that thing?
Yeah.
Like, I just love big black nigga. It makes me feel protected. You know, and I love like a little wild eye, like a little gangster, but not too much. Cause see, you know, I'm coming from, you know, a past that, you know, I gotta pick better men.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
So you gotta just have a little bit of sprinkle of gangster. You know what I'm saying? Little sprinkle. And just be a boss. Like, I shouldn't have to tell you what I need, because
Absolutely.
I feel like if anybody's gonna be in your life, a man that really fuck with you for real, he already know what you deserve.
Period.
So it ain't no, you know, you're gonna invest in my hustle. You're gonna make sure I'm straight, and then I'm gonna make sure you straight. You feel
Absolutely.
me? But you gonna treat me how you know that I deserve to be treated. You know. But yeah, them big boys is something about them.
Okay. Respect. Talk about your decision to get the veneers.
Yes. Okay. So, Gap Gang. Shout out to Gap Gang.
Absolutely.
I'm forever in Gap Gang, so y'all can't take that from me. Okay, I'm forever an honorary member. But I ain't never smiled so much in my life.
Respect.
Since I got these veneers. If you were to go down my Instagram page, you'll see I never smiled in none of my photos. I never smiled in no photos, even family photos. Like, soon as that picture get ready to get took, my mouth is closed. I had the same looks on all my pictures. And it wasn't so much my top gap, it was just my bottom gap. And it was kind of like, the spaces, I didn't like the spaces. They were kind of, you know, so it's like you catch me from the wrong angle, you might get the wrong shot. You feel me? And just for me, even when I got my BBL, it's like, you know how you be trying to run from like stereotypes and what people be saying, like, yeah, you know, you're going to get this done, or you might have to get this done, because Team Natural, like, I feel like I was naturally beautiful, and I embraced that. I didn't feel like I needed anything else. But then, like, as I just was thinking over the quarantine, I'm like, you know what? I want to be the best image of myself. Like, fuck it, I'm a rapper. Fuck it, I'm in this shit. Fuck it, I'm just gonna go ahead and make the changes that I always wanted, because I got the money to do it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And it's gonna make me happy, and you're gonna see a better side of me because I'm happy.
Absolutely.
So I dropped that bag. I did that. Shout out to Echelon Smiles.
Okay.
They got me together.
Yeah,
you know
look
what I'm saying?
good.
30K in my mouth.
Period.
Y'all niggas gonna get, you know what I'm saying, iced out. I got some veneers.
For sure.
Yay. But yeah, even, you know, like my BBL, it just makes me feel more confident in my clothes, you know, because I ain't have a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? I got a little Asian in me, so you know what I'm saying? It was there.
I feel you.
It's like thick in the front, niggas see me, and then I turn around, it's like, oh. And then that's how I felt when I turned around, like, oh. So, you know, I did it for myself. I didn't do it for nobody else, you know. And I feel like that's what's different, because I'm still happy with me, you know. So
yeah, I respect that. I feel like it's an investment in yourself, and like you said, as long as you're doing it for you,
and a dude can't come short. Like, bro, my teeth cost,
period.
My body costs, you feel me? Everything costs, ain't nothing for free. My wigs cost, you know what I'm saying? This love costs. Yes, love do cost a thing. Y'all be acting like love don't cost a thing. Love costs a thing. How are you supposed to know that a person care about you, or a person like you like that, until they show you?
Absolutely.
If a person just say, I love you, I love you, I like you, I like you, and never did shit for you, how you gonna believe him? How you gonna know? When people sacrifice for you, that's how you know. Stop playing.
Absolutely. That's a fact. So what's one thing that you would want just, you know, people to know about you? If they just never understood one thing about you, what's that one thing you would want them to know?
I'm real. I'm cool. Outside of the music shit, like, I'm not a clout demon, you know. Like, I really want to rise to the top just because of my music, you know what I'm saying, and my grind, like showing people that you could do it, like no matter where you come from, no matter what people say about you, no matter nothing, like as long as you stick to that hustle, you're gonna make it. You know, you're gonna make it. And don't judge your success by somebody else's success, because your success is your success. You know, I always said, Lord, I don't gotta be Beyonce. Like, as long as I could be Millie and I can have my fans, you know, even if I never get to a Beyonce level, as long as my fans can support me, I can make a living and help other people and bless other people, I'm good. So it's just like, I'm real. Like, be you, man. I don't hate on nobody. I don't have a reason to hate, because if you got a blessing, I know I'm gonna get a blessing too. Cause my God, we got the same God. So like, he get blessing you, I'm gonna get mine too. You feel me? And or you could be my blessing, you know. So
definitely. And like I said, you know, I'm super observant. Just being around in the industry for a while, you treated everybody with equal respect. You know what I mean? Early on, and that goes a long way.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So the name of our show is called The Progress Report, and I'd like to ask everybody to define the word progress. So what does the word progress mean to you, Kamillion?
Progress to me means getting better and never staying comfortable. Like, if you do it one time, the next time you gotta level up. Like, you gotta do it better. So progress to me just means like forward and just getting better at whatever it is that you do.
Yep, definitely. Well, anything else you want the people to know?
That I'm finna drop the best album in 2021, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna fuck up the charts, you know. My visuals are gonna be iconic. Rihanna's gonna shout me out. You know, Drake is gonna wanna do a song with me, you know. Yeah, Grammys, all that shit, you know. And I don't stop working, so, you know. One thing about me is, like, if I can't get in the industry another way, I got in because I ain't let nobody outwork me. Y'all bitches can't outwork me.
Period.
And that's just that.
Why were you going crazy? Crazy.